Pedro Porro. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Antonio Silva. João Cancelo. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Araujo gets over and intercepts. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Dalot. Laporte. And here's Llorente. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Mosquera. And here's Llorente. Laporte. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Araujo. Gonzalo Inacio. That's an excellent interception. Laporte. Mosquera. Grimaldo. Laporte. Kubasi. Hit into the middle. Nuno Mendes. Mendes shifted upfield. And here's Llorente. That pass has been well intercepted. Velio. Nuno Mendes. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Mosquera. Cucurella. In with the challenge. Matheus Nunes. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Diogo Dalot. Araujo. Vega. And it's Grimaldo. And he's making progress on the ball. Nicely intercepted. Kubasi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gonzalo Inacio. Vega. Inacio head over towards the opposite flank. Antonio Silva. Spread out to the left. Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Howson with the foul. Gonzalo Inacio. And here's Nunes. And it's Vega. So who's he picking out? Shoots! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
doubt very much that this was in the script. Vega. Spain are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse. What shapes to shoot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Howson. Mosquera. Matheus Nunes. Well, now here's a good battle. Matheus Nunes! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets clinched. Portugal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Mosquera cuts it out. Oh, that's a nice ball. Araujo makes the interception. Antonio Silva wins the duel this time. Rui Silva sends that a long way. And it's Cucurella. Laporte. Pau Kubasi has it in a wide position. Lovely feet, played in with purpose, and out it comes again. He's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. And here's Llorente. Can he finish? Straight at the keeper.
Marcos Llorente just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Now that's well seen too. Laporte. And that is out of play. Araujo. Antonio Silva. Laporte. And here's Llorente. Antonio Silva does really well to win the ball there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's in plenty of space here. Solo Ignacio. Oh, that's nice. Time to deliver. And they've got rid. Diogo Dallo with the short one. And it's played in here. That's going to go a long way. Ignacio, some resolute defending there. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Unai Simon. Laporte. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ignacio does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. It's Cucurella. That's a nicely weighted pass. Unai Simon. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Laporte. And here's Llorente. Pedro Porro. Howson. Oh, nice touch. Howson chips it through. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Nuno Mendes. Howson. Pedro Porro. Antonio Silva. Now it's Llorente. Calmly anticipates. "30 minutes gone." Gonzalo Ignacio. Antonio Silva looks to the other side, and it's Dallo. Out to the left it goes. He's there to get rid. Ball is over the line. Vega. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Matheus Nunes. Chance here to counter. Clipped into space. Now it's Llorente. Llorente. Chance! And yes, it's there!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's Dallo. Araujo. Very nicely done. Proves too strong. Laporte did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gonzalo Inacio. And he goes cross-field. Vega. Araujo. Can he latch on to this? Diogo Dallo. And it's played forward. Kubasi. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Laporte. Kubasi. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Araujo. Velio. Nuno Mendes. Mendes forwards and with intent. Laporte. Velio. That's really well manoeuvred. Nuno Mendes. Played into space. That's good play. Nuno Mendes. Antonio Silva. Out towards the flank. Showing good feet. Antonio Silva. Played out to the right. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. It's going to be another throw. And that's a throw-in. Now, who's going to be first to this? Ball's gone out of play. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Howson. Spain keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Unai Simon. Aim forwards. Inacio gets across to intercept that. Velio. Antonio Silva. Vega. Jose Sa. Thinks one through. Nicely worked. And the keeper has it. That's a throw. Gonzalo Inacio. Matheus Nunes. Gonçalo Inácio. Matheus Nunes. Delivered with swing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And we hit half-time, are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Gonçalo Inácio. Inácio drives forward on the overlap. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Mosquera. Kubasi. Araujo cuts out the pass. Nuno Mendes. José Sá. Antonio Silva. Vega. Gonçalo Inácio. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Nuno Mendes. Vega. And it's Núñez. Crossed into the box. Unai Simon can get it clear. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. Raya. Raya, gently done. Laporte. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Oh, such a clever touch. It'll be a throw-in. Laporte. Cucurella. Mosquera. Pedro. And a chance! Araujo. Nuno Mendes. And it's Cancelo. Laporte. Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Aimed in towards the... Oh, smashing header! That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Portugal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And it's played forward. Plays it through. Pedro Porro. Vega. Laporte. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Pau Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. Araujo forwards and with intent. Diogo Dalot. Nuno Mendes. And he cuts out the supply. Header! That's a half-decent try.
João Cancelo certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Laporte. That's really well manoeuvred. Kubasi. Raya. Mosquera. And it's Grimaldo. Laporte. Grimaldo. Oh, he's found support out wide. Antonio Silva. Aim forwards. João Cancelo. Unai Simon with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And that has been clubbed away. Played out wide. Great run on the overlap here. And that has been cleared. And it's Vega. And here's Nunes. Out to the right. Matches Nunes. Chance to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo. Laporte. Pau Kubasi has it out wide and in space. Mosquera. And here's Llorente.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Howson. Cucurella. Pedro Porro, who's set up one goal so far. Cucurella. Out for a throw. Pedro Porro pings it across. Nice and simple for the keeper. Velio. Nuno Mendes. Velio shifted upfield. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Llorente. Spain have a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's gone for the shots. They've played it short. And he's there to clear it. Mosquera, great defending, strong and determined. Nice control. That's the keeper's ball. That looks a good ball through. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Oh, whistle's gone, now then. Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That has been knocked clear. Nuno Mendes. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nuno Mendes. Araujo, gently done. Diogo Dalot looking to run onto it. And he's got his range wrong there. Howson. Vega. Antonio Silva. Laporte. Cucurella. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's a throw. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without complication. Pedro Porro goes short. There are a few waiting for it. Howson played back in. brilliantly cut out. Oh, it's come loose. Llorente.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kubasi. That's very neat. And it's Cucurella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nuno Mendes.
Diogo Dalot.
Araujo.
Diogo Dalot.
Nuno Mendes. Mosquera does really well to win the ball there. Llorente, oh, good spread. And here's Llorente. Llorente played out towards the right wing. He is just caressing the ball. Can he deliver? And it's Grimaldo. Mosquera. Howson. Laporte. That is lovely. Pau Kubasi gets into some space.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Raya. Howson. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Araujo. Nuno Mendes. Moved on forwards. And back to the keeper they go.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Grimaldo. Laporte. Unai Simon. Played towards the other side. Howson. Raya. And it's played forward. José Sá. Antonio Silva. Succumbs to the pressure.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Extravagant effort! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Marcos Llorente quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Nuno Mendes. Well timed, excellent interception. Pedro Porro. Howson. Cucurella. Howson. Pedro Porro in acres of space out wide. Cucurella. Howson could try cutting inside here. They need to get it in quick. Out of play for a throw. And it's Porro. Final seconds, this has to be it. And here's your Llorente! He's done very well to get to that.
Marcos Llorente clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Diogo Dalot. Velio. Nuno Mendes. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's Grimaldo. Kubasi. Can he get onto this? Spain desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Oh, played right into his path. He has found a way through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Vega. And a shot! Oh, that's a waste. Laporte. Grimaldo. Mosquera. So that's it, it is all over. Spain were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort. And we're underway. Nuno Mendes. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. And it's Dalot. That's tidy. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Clipped into space. Jose Sarr cuts out the pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Unai Simon. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Mosquera. Raya. Kubasi. Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. Grimaldo. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. it's hoisted clear. Vega, Diogo Dalot. Vega, oh, good spread, played back in. And that has been clubbed away. Velio, that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's nice. Mendes, done delicately. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Vega, too strong for his opponent there. Antonio Silva. Nuno Mendes. José Sá. Vega. Gonçalo Inácio. And it's Núñez. Matches Núñez, laid out to the left flank. That's good play. So who's he picking out? And here's Núñez. Antonio Silva. Vega. Oh, nice touch. Nice control. Real chance! Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro shifted upfield. And it's Grimaldo. Inácio gets over and intercepts.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo played with finesse. Mendes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pedro Porro. José Sá moved on forwards. Portugal keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. And it's Dalot. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's played forward. Laporte. Mosquera. Raya. Cucurella. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Velio. Nuno Mendes. Araujo. Diogo Dalot. Matheus Núñez. Matheus Núñez played out towards the right wing. Great work on the overlap. He's shooting! Mosquera. Portugal have reclaimed, and the shot!
Diogo Dalot really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Matheus Nunes. Short changes him with that pass. Right. Spain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mosquera, nice looking ball. Played out to the right. Tries a measured ball. Managed to get himself offside. And it's Cancelo. And here's Nunes. João Cancelo. Could be danger here. Plenty waiting in the middle. He's having a shot! Cucurella. Unai Simon. Howson. Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Howson. Pedro Porro. That's very neat. Howson. Pedro Porro. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Marcos Llorente certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Velho aim forwards. Nuno Mendes calmly anticipates. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cucurella. It's gone out for a throw-in. Can he latch on to this? Matheus Nunes, and he's got his cross in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Grimaldo. Chance here to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Grimaldo proves just a little bit too strong. Llorente. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Antonio Silva did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Velho. Araujo. And it's Dalot. That's an excellent interception. Unai Simon. Grimaldo. Mendes. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Araujo, who's gone direct here. Diogo Dalot. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Unai Simon. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro goes on a charge down the left. Vega, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. João Cancelo. Laporte gently down. Looking to break at pace. Grimaldo shifted upfield.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Nunez. Gonzalo Inacio. Acrobatic effort! A real chance and a real let-off. Unai Simon. Great defending, strong and determined. Velio, aim forwards. Nuno Mendes. Oh, easy pickings there. Cucurella. And here's Llorente.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Vega. Gonzalo Inacio. Throw in. Oh, a delicate chip through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cucurella. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. And it's Laporte. And it's played into the middle. Llorente. It's really well cleared. Cucurella. And here's Llorente. To the right, fires it in low. They've won a corner. Moved on forwards. Unai Simon. Raya. Cucurella. Howson. He is just caressing the ball. Mosquera. Diogo Dalot. And it's Cancelo. That has been cut short. And it's played forward. And here's Nunes. Howson. Pedro Porro. Can he deliver? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Cucurella. Laporte. He's in a great position here. Pedro Porro. And the shot! There was plenty of power on that. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. And it's Cancelo. Thinks one through. And he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. Raya. Mosquera. Raya. Kubasi. Raya. Raya, played over towards the opposite flank. Spain have a free kick. Wasn't the greatest of balls. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Spain worked the aerial route pretty well, even if it is predictable and a bit one-dimensional, so I'd expect less of that and a bit more variation from here.
Spain, so both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Unai Simon. Mosquera. Unai Simon. Unai Simon. Forwards and with intent. José Sá. Gonçalo Inácio. Ball's gone out of play. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Howson. Cucurella. Howson. Pedro Porro. Howson. And it's lofted through here. Araujo. Diogo Dalot. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Nuno Mendes. Velho. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. That's really well manoeuvred. Laporte. Mosquera. That's a nicely weighted pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. José Sá. Velho. Araujo. Oh, well measured. Diogo Dalot. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Araujo. Oh, it's played into the area. Laporte. Laporte forwards and with intent. Howson. Pedro Porro. And it's Porro. Cucurella. And it's played forward. Cross goes in there. Antonio Silva. Diogo Dalot. Nuno Mendes. Araujo. Diogo Dalot. Mosquera. Raya, aim forwards. And it's Llorente. Mosquera. Grimaldo. Pedro Porro. Howson. Pedro Porro. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And he's heaved it away. Laporte. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And here's Llorente. He's got away. Velho shifted upfield. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Araujo. Diogo Dalot. And that could set him on his way. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Very nicely done. Looking for a decent ball in. Araujo. And that's aimed into the middle. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Goes for a shot! Great reaction. Howson, gently done. Cucurella. Unai Simon. That's a good run down the left.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Gonzalo Inacio. Matheus Nunes. It's a good run down the right. Great run on the overlap here. Harrison did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. There will be a throw-in. Time for a change in personnel. Correa. And it's Porro. Correa. And still we await the first breakthrough. In once more. Araujo attempts a clearance. José Sá. Gonzalo Inacio. Bruno Fernandes. Moved on forwards. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Pau Kubasi picks it up now. Brilliantly cut out. Clearly not happy with that. Laporte. And here's Llorente. And here's Llorente. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And it's Llorente. Here's a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Diogo Dalot looking to get on the end of this. He has found the way through. A chance to play it in. Can he dig out a shot?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Kubasi. Laporte. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And it's played forward. Oh, super find. Matheus Nunes. And it's Cancelo. He's had a shot!
João Cancelo just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
The changes then in quick succession. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Laporte. Mosquera looking for a runner. Grimaldo providing an outlet on that flank.
João Cancelo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Inacio, and he goes cross-field. Araujo. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mosquera. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pedro Porro. And that is out of play. Pedro Porro tries a cross. Araujo with a fine tackle. Over to the left. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Dallo. A searching ball out wide. Oh, that's neat. There are a few waiting for it. Araujo, now here's the delivery. Tries to get it clear. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Velho. José Sá. Antonio Silva. Unai Simon. Raya. Araujo forwards and with intent.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mosquera shifted upfield.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Bruno Fernandes, aim forwards. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio, it's a delicate pass. That has been knocked clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kubasi played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Llorente, and it's Porro. That is lovely. Hatred without sophistication. Pedro Porro. Spain still ahead by the game's only goal. Howson played in. Oh, what a climb! Oh, and that should have been two.
Hunes really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Played towards the other side. Araujo.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now that's well seen too. Unai Simon, gently done. Showing good feet. Howson. Howson is the guilty party there. Antonio Silva. Very much into the last knockings. Araujo looks to get on the end of this. Nice physical challenge.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Vitinha.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Ah, such a clever touch. And here's Neto. Diogo Dalot spread out to the left. And that's been well dealt with.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Moved on forwards. Llorente! Llorente! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And now he has 2. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Velio. Played out to the right. Inacio is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, perfectly measured that. João Cancelo, he's found a way through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cucurella. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Howson. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Mosquera. Inacio makes the interception. Antonio Silva. José Sá. And that's that. Spain can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Spain deservedly very happy.
So it's down to business here. Mosquera. Howson. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gonzalo Inacio. Vega. Pedro Porro succumbs to the pressure. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Nunes. Antonio Silva. Araujo. Antonio Silva. Nuno Mendes. José Sá. And it's played forward. Gonzalo Inacio. Some good work on the right flank here. Laporte. Cucurella. And here's Llorente. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella chips it through. Diogo Dalot. Nuno Mendes. João Cancelo. Matheus Nunes. There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Dalot. Araujo. Diogo Dalot. Mosquera. Laporte aimed forwards. Can he get onto this? José Sá with the clearance. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Moved on forwards. Nuno Mendes. Matheus Nunes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Laporte. Grimaldo. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. They've played it short. Played into the middle. And that has been cleared. Mosquera. Pedro Porro. Might be danger here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. João Cancelo. And it's Mendes. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Steaming on goalwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cucurella. Laporte forwards and with intent. Oh, just skip Llorente! That comes as a mighty relief.
Portugal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Araujo. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. That's really well manoeuvred. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Laporte. Raya shifted upfield. João Cancelo. Laporte gently done. Llorente done delicately. And it's Porro. Showing good feet. Time to deliver. Pedro Porro. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Nuno Mendes. Moved on forwards. Now then, the ball's come loose. Laporte. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Still goalless. Kubasi. José Sá shifted upfield. Diogo Dalot. Nuno Mendes. João Cancelo. Diogo Dalot. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That's good play. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Chooses to go back. Turns and goes back. And that's been won straight back. Nuno Mendes. Out to the left it goes. And he whips it across. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Laporte. Pau Kubasi aimed forwards. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Velio. Araujo. Velio. Araujo. Diogo Dalot looking to get on the end of this. And that was very necessary, and claimed it back swiftly. Araujo. And it's Dalot. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ball's played through. Cucurella. Nice looking ball. Araujo. Portugal going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Nuno Mendes. Araujo. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Diogo Dalot looking to run onto it. A chance to play it in. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Laporte. And here's Llorente. That has found him in acres of space. Brilliantly cut out. Vega. And it's played forward. And it's Cancelo. Matheus Nunes. And that pass just didn't quite work. And they've got a throw. Raya. Mosquera. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Lobbed in behind. Matheus Nunes! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. José Sá. That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo. Diogo Dalot. Great defending, strong and determined. Cucurella. Howson. That's very neat. Inacio gets a foot in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio hurtling down that right flank. Inacio forwards and with intent.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Nunez. Cucurella does really well to win the ball there. Grimaldo. Cucurella. Mosquera plays it through. No way through, so back it comes. Araujo gets rid without sophistication. Raya gently done. Pedro Porro. Laporte. Grimaldo. Mosquera. Cucurella. Mosquera. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. And it's played forward. Diogo Dalot. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Velio. Nuno Mendes. Unai Simon makes the interception. Raya. Grimaldo. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Tries to dink it through. Jose Sarr can get it clear. Very nicely done. Looking for a decent ball in. And he's had a shot! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Araujo. Portugal keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it.
Look, good possession is one thing, but they seem as if they're passing time at the moment, keeping the ball for the sake of it when they know it has to be moved with much more attacking punch.
Araujo is onto it in a flash. Nuno Mendes. Diogo Dalot. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Laporte clears it away. Laporte attempts a clearance. And it's Mendes. Wins the duel this time. Laporte. Laporte shifted upfield. Spain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Nuno Mendes. Over to the left. Plenty waiting in the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. And that has been clubbed away. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Get a throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. Moved on forwards. Matheus Nunes. Cucurella. And it's Porro. José Sá. Diogo Dalot. Araujo. That is a great pick out. Diogo Dalot. Now that's a fine challenge. And it's been taken short. Plays it across. A header! It's anyone's ball now. Ronaldo. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Spain, they're in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Spain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in...
Pau Kubasi is the guilty party there. Tries to get it clear.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Unai Simon, aim forwards. And that is out of play. Laporte. Cucurella. Laporte. And here's Llorente. Pedro Porro. Howson. Cucurella. Howson. Mosquera. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Antonio Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Gonzalo Inacio. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Velio. Araujo. Araujo goes on a charge down the left. Velio. Araujo. Velio. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good spread. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Gonzalo Inacio really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Unai Simon. Antonio Silva. And it's Dalot. Played in by Dalot. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Ronaldo. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Velio, gently done. Mosquera. Raya. Pedro Porro. The message is clear, none shall pass. Cross goes in there. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Araujo. Antonio Silva. Still just a single goal between the sides. Bruno Fernandes. Inacio, and it's lofted through here. That's a simple one for the keeper. Howson. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Unai Simon, and he goes cross-field. Antonio Silva. Gonzalo Inacio. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. Velio. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. Mendes shifted upfield. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Nunes. Raya gets it away. Ball is over the line. With some activity down on the touchline, it seems there's going to be a change. Nuno Mendes. And here's Neto. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Moved on forwards. Araujo. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's neat. Climbs up big! It's in!
Portugal, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Howson. Unai Simon.
And it's played forward.
Pedro Porro. Howson. Cucurella. Howson.
Oh, sweet feet.
Cucurella. Howson. Pedro Porro. Laporte. Mosquera. Kubasi.
Oh, such a clever touch. Ball's gone out of play. Diogo Dalot. Played out to the right.
Looking to break at pace.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, they could be caught out here. Lovely bit of skill.
And it's Laporte.
Cross needs to be good. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Mendes
Can get it clear. Laporte. Lovely feet.
and it's Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Gonzalo Inacio. Bruno Fernandes. Clearly not happy with that. Gonzalo Inacio.
Pedro Neto. That is lovely. That's a cute ball. Oh, and he's asking too much with that.
Searching pass he's played there. Araujo tries to clear. Pedro Porro plays it short. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Porro.
He's got away.
Llorente.
Oh, super fun. Shot a goal!
Pedro Porro.
Bruno Fernandes.
Cuts out the pass.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Antonio Silva. Mosquera.
Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent.
Laporte.
And here's Llorente. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Cucurella. And here's Llorente. Pedro Porro. They'll have one final crack at it. Mosquera played out towards the right wing. Laporte. Nice control. There are a few waiting for it. Proves too strong.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Gonzalo Inacio. That's tidy.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, well measured. Llorente gets flagged offside. Gonzalo Inacio, clipped into space.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Velio. Played towards the other side. Araujo. He's in plenty of space here. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot puts a cross in. He's cut it out.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Llorente. That's a nicely weighted pass. We expected better, and so did he.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, it's a great ball here. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Llorente. Pau Kubasi. Now here's the delivery.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Mosquera. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Can he latch on to this? Diogo Dalot. And he's managed to get free. And the ball's come loose here.